We're Emeline and Dean, and we recently spent 3 days and 2 nights sailing around Komodo Island National Park. The trip included multiple stops, including Padar Island, Pink Beach, Komodo Island, Manta Point, and numerous snorkeling points. Stay tuned as we show you everything this fantastic trip had to offer. So just some context on how we got to Komodo National Park. So the day before we took a flight from Bali to Labuan Bajo, which we booked with AirAsia, and it worked out pretty reasonably priced, including our luggage. And then we spent the day before exploring, just on Grab, having a little look at the local town. We went and paid for our trip as well with the company. And then we spent the evening having a little drink on a lovely sunset roof and just explored a little bit more in the evening as well. So really chilled day before our trip.
Good morning. So it is about 9:30 in the morning and we are off on our Komodo Island boat trip. 3 days, 2 nights. We're both super excited. So let's see how it goes. It's a squeeze.
We just stopped off at the supermarket and picked up a load of beer because they don't sell it on the boat, but they do on the little islands, but we can generally expect to pay a bit more money when you buy it off the little islands, so we thought we'd bulk buy some now. And we brought 18 beers and they were 22,000 each.
22,000 IDR each, which to be fair is quite good.
Yeah, so plus some crisps as well for a little snack. And then yeah, I think we're gonna head off to the port any minute now. Just on a little dinghy, loading up our luggage, and we're gonna head over to our boat, our home for the next 3 days. We each paid 2.5 million IDR for this trip, which we thought was pretty reasonable as that included all the activities, accommodation and food.
This is our boat and home for the next 3 days.
Home sweet home. So excited.
Hello. Very excited.
Just hopped off our little dinghy.
How crazy is this?
Now we're on our little boat.
Oh, finally.
So exciting.
Hello. What's this?
Thank you.
Thank you.
So cool. Being shown our room.
We like your home.
Yeah.
We'll
It's our home. Sorted.
So we have just got into our room for the next 2 nights.
Happy.
Very happy. I'm super excited. Let's see what the next few days brings us. Hopefully manta ray, turtles, lots of fish and some good snorkeling spots. Oh, and Komodo dragons.
Yeah,
We want to see some Komodo dragons.
The facilities on the boat were pretty basic, but we figured it wouldn't really matter because we weren't going to be spending much time on the boat itself. So we've just had a little brief from our tour guides and now we're heading off. Our first stop is a place called Kellor Island, where we're going to go for like a little walk, I think, and there's going to be some good views, and that takes about an hour, so see you there. Boat and we're on our way to Kellor Island, which is just behind me. I think we're here for about an hour and a half. We're going to climb up here and then have a little paddle as well.
Even with snowboard.
But it's looking really lovely. The water's so clear. On this tiny little island, I'm surprised to see so many little street vendors and food. You can get anything here pretty much. Here we go, starting our little trek up to the top. We're at the top. Only took about 5 minutes to walk up, but you do get quite a spectacular view, I have to say. The water is so blue.
It's crystal over there.
Yeah. I just want to jump in, I'm not going to lie. been up here probably only 10 minutes or so, and in the heat I think we just want to get in the water. So that's our plan. We're gonna make our way back down and go get in that lovely looking blue water.
Stop number 1. This is Kellor Island. Wow.
There's loads of like little tiny teeny fishies, like little tiny baby ones. It's like a little nursery ground for it. It's really lovely. Okay, so we're still here on the beach and we've actually had loads of time here. It's been really nice. Like, we've not felt rushed at all. We've probably been here at least an hour, hour and a half.
Yeah, hour and a half now.
Yeah, easily. And the longer we've been here as well, actually, a lot of other people have left, so we've had it more to ourselves. But it is just so nice. Seen lots of fishies. I mean, my mind's pretty blown. As I say, and this is stop 1, let alone all the other stops we've got planned over the next 3 days. So yeah, super excited for all of it.
Okay, so we are back on board, but now food is ready for lunch. So let's go and see what we have got today. First of all, we are just greeted with these views the whole way around. Life's pretty good, hey?
So we've just arrived at our second spot of the day. It's our snorkeling spot and it's called Manjarite Island. I think I said that right. The cloud has come in a little bit, but shouldn't stop the wildlife, I don't imagine. So should see some nice fishies, and we've been told maybe we might see some mantas and some turtles and some sharks. So should be interesting. But yeah, looking forward to getting in.
Arrived at this beautiful snorkeling spot, and the first time it decides to rain when we're in Indonesia is when we're in this sea.
Now that the sun's come out, it's really beautiful. You can see a lot more as well. Now that the corals will lit up. It's really nice. Probably a good 45 minutes and just saw a really big turtle, and I think our guide got some really good footage of it, so I'll play that. But so nice and refreshing, and we're sort of in our little area over here, so there's not many people. The settings are beautiful. Yeah, loving it.
Okay, so snorkeling done. We did see a turtle, which was absolutely fantastic, and the reef culture, and just, yeah, it was beautiful, all kinds of different colours. We just come back on board and we've been served fried banana with cheese. Fried banana and cheese.
Woohoo!
Why not? Let's give it a go. I don't hate it. Very good.
Evening. So we finished off our little snorkeling expedition earlier and we sailed probably 20 minutes, half an hour to this mangrove forest behind us where when the sun goes down in a bit, probably in the next half an hour, a load of flying foxes are going to come out, a load of bats. So apparently it's quite the sight, so looking forward to it. And the weather's cleared up now as well. It's lovely blue skies, so we've got a beer each, we're just chilling out, enjoying the evening.
Yeah, I'd like to do some diving.
There's a place called Bumakan, which is not far from.
Cheers, Marley.
Cheers, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers, Dean.
Toki toki ya. Toki toki.
The bats have come out and they're so much bigger than what we thought they'd be.
Huge.
They're like, you know, UK bats are like this big.
That's because they're flying fox.
Yeah.
Coast is clear.
They're like, their wingspan must be like a foot or two. Like they're huge. And there's thousands of them. So cool.
Alright, so we finished up on our second spot watching the flying fox, which was absolutely amazing. They come out of the mangrove by the hundreds, maybe thousands. Phenomenal. And now we've got a feast. Excited. Good morning. It is the second morning of our Komodo trip. We are up at 4 AM because we are about to go on our hike on Padar Island and go and see a wonderful view. Very, very spectacular. I think it's quite iconic. Should be good. Let's go and see what it's really like.
It's worth noting that there's an additional fee of 500,000 IDR to enter Komodo National Park, but that includes multiple stops, so it's definitely worth it. Up we go.
We are at the top of Padar Island and it's as beautiful as they say. It really is.
We beat sunrise as well, which is really nice.
Just about, but we got there. We got there.
So, we're on our way back down from Padar Island. We stayed for sunrise, which is really, really nice.
It's beautiful.
Got some photos, got some video, and we're gonna head back to the boat now, and I think we're heading to Pink Beach, which should be nice. And yeah, very exciting, really enjoying this trip so far. It's been really good.
How did we miss that?
It's a little baby deer. Doesn't seem to mind the people.
We've arrived at Pink Beach on Padar Island. We're now going to jump on in, we're going to snorkel to the beachfront itself, and all of our belongings are going to go via the boat, so very excited. It looks crystal clear, there's so many fish, amazing. We cannot wait. This is probably the most surreal beach I've ever been on. Like beautiful marine life, so many fish. As soon as I jumped off the boat, put my head under, snorkel on, and there was a ray came right across the front of me. Absolutely insane.
We have arrived on Pink Beach, and they weren't joking when they said the sand was pink. You can kind of see these tiny little red specks from the coral that causes it to go this kind of pinky colour. But there's so much marine life, like it's crazy. I don't think I've seen anything like it. There's so much fish. But yeah, just gonna enjoy our time here. It's absolutely beautiful. I can't get over this colour as well. It's so nice.
I really recommend this trip. This is fantastic, and we've got so much more to do today as well.
So we are done on Pink Beach, and we either had the option to take the boat back or snorkel. So naturally, we went for the snorkeling option. Hello, so I think it's around 10:30, 11 o'clock in the morning, and we left Pink Beach earlier, sailed for about 45 minutes or so, and now we're just pulling up to Komodo Island, where hopefully we're going to see some Komodo dragons, so we'll see. Here we go, Komodo Island. Just got off our boat. Now we're gonna take a little walk along here, see what we can find.
Welcome to Komodo. Okay, so we have started the walk. We're doing the medium trek today because we've got about an hour and a half on the island, and we've got one ranger in front, one behind. And they said there's going to be 2 viewing points where we can see some Komodo, but of course, because they're an animal, a live animal, they're of course completely unpredictable, so who knows where they'll be.
I'd just like to add that the rangers, their form of protection is a pointy stick.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think we're in safe hands.
We'll be alright, we'll be alright.
Yeah, they know
Em's
what they're
been
doing.
practicing her boxing moves, haven't you, Em?
Yeah, like this.
There you go, look at that. She's the next Floyd Mayweather Jr.
So we walked less than 5 minutes, and just on the beachfront here we've seen our first 2 Komodo dragons. We just had a photo with it, but you kind of have to stand a little bit behind. They're so big.
So we are told that this is Hercules. He is the biggest Komodo dragon on the island, which apparently it's really, really good to see him. He's not always around, so that's really nice. And they actually live between 50 to 60 years old, which is nuts for the males, and apparently the females are super aggressive, so they live to about 45 years. So that is Komodo dragon poo. Now, the reason it's white is because of all the bone they eat, so the calcium from the bone.
Hello.
So this has been our guide for today. And we saw 6 Komodo dragons?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You like it today?
Yeah, lucky today. Like I say, we saw a really big one, which was Hercules. Quite a moving female.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was active, so yeah, really lucky today. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Cheers. Okay, so that has been our time on Komodo Island. We are now going to head back to our boat and get some much needed lunch. We are going to be going to Manta Point to hopefully, touch wood, see some manta rays today. Crazy. Fingers crossed. We have arrived at Manta Point, and we are now just about to set anchor. We saw lots of manta.
Yeah, 3. They're really far down, so I don't know how well the camera picked them up, but we saw them with our eyes, and that's the most important thing.
We did see some mantas, quite a few.
Yeah, 4 or 5 maybe?
And as we were swimming, all of a sudden one started to come on up to the surface. So I managed to dive down slightly and get to it. Oh,
Very cool.
speechless, absolutely speechless.
So we've just arrived at our final snorkeling spot of the day, and this is called Turtle Point, and I think we can expect to see some turtles. Unfortunately, we didn't see any turtles at Turtle Point, but the reef was absolutely beautiful and the amount of marine life did make up for it. We also did see some turtles the day before as well. So it is 8 o'clock. And you can't really see me right now because we've just left the boat behind and we're walking along up here to the beach, and I think we're gonna have a little bonfire on the beach. Got some beers in hand and just gonna enjoy our last evening together as a group. It's been really, really nice. Really love this trip.
Good morning. It is our last morning on our Komodo trip and we are just about to have breakfast. It's about 7:30 here, and then we're going to do some more snorkeling. But yeah, this trip has been one of a kind. Got back onto the boat and there was loads of fish. I actually really like this snorkeling spot as well because there's no current either, so you can just kind of float around. But when we were swimming back to the boat, we kind of swam through quite a lot of jellyfish, so I think you both got probably half a dozen stings. It's not too bad, it's just like a bit of discomfort, but it is what it is. So that's part of swimming in the ocean, I suppose. Good afternoon. So that is our Komodo trip over. We saw so much and it was fantastic. I'm a little bit sad to be back on land, to be honest. We had a really good team with us of people working on the boat, but not only that, we had some amazing people on board just as passengers too. So met some good friends who hopefully we're going to meet up with a little bit later on, and also there's some people with us on our flights as well. So we have now checked in, just dropped our bag off at Labuan Bajo airport, or Komodo airport, and we're now going to go on back to Denpasar, Bali. But what a trip.
So good. I would definitely recommend. It's like a must do when you come to Indonesia.
It's my favourite thing I've done in Bali so far, by far. Yeah, really amazing. We swam with manta ray, turtles, sharks, anything you can think of really. Komodo dragons we saw. Unbelievable. What a trip.